Well, hi, all my friends. Good morning. Um, just had some delicious Amish bread from my good friend AM. So good. Yum. Thank you so much for that. Um, anyway, I want to get on with 1 Samuel, finishing up chapter 2, verse 22. I'll go back to 21 just to get it started here again. Okay, and the Lord visited Hannah so that she conceived and bare 3 sons and 2 daughters, and the child Samuel grew before the Lord. Now Eli was very old and heard all that his sons did unto all Israel. And now they lay with the women that assembled at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And he said unto them, Why do you do such things? For I hear of your evil dealings by all these people. Nay, my sons, for it is not a good report that I hear. You make the Lord's people to transgress. If one man sins against another, the judge shall judge him. But if a man sin against the Lord, who shall entreat for him? Notwithstanding that they hearken not unto the voice of their father, because the Lord would slay them. And the child Samuel grew on, and was in favor both with the Lord and also with men. And there came a man of God unto Eli, and said unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Did I plainly appear into the house of thy father when they were in Egypt, in Pharaoh's house? And did I choose him out of all the tribe of Israel to be my priest, to offer upon mine altar, to burn incense, to wear an ephod before me? And did I give unto the house of thy father all the offerings made by fire of the children of Israel? Wherefore kick ye at my sacrifice and at my offering, which I have commanded in my habitation, and honorest thy sons above me, to make yourselves fat with oops, I lost my place, I'm sorry. And make yourselves fat with the chiefest of all the offerings of Israel, my people. Wherefore the Lord God of Israel saith, I say indeed that thy house and thy house of thy father should walk before me forever. But now the Lord saith, Be it far from me for them that honor me, that I will honor, that they despise me shall be lightly esteemed. Behold, the days come that I will cut off thine arm, and of the arm of thy father's house, that there shall not be an old man in thine house. The wicked will be cut off. And thou shalt see an enemy in my habitation, in all the wealth which God hath given Israel, and there shall not be an old man in thine house forever. And the men of thine whom I shall not cut off from mine altar shall be to consume mine eyes and to grieve my heart, and all the increase of thine house shall die in the flower of their age. And this shall be a sign unto thee that shall come up on thy 2 sons, on Hophni and Phinehas. In one day they shall die, both of them. And I will raise me up a faithful priest that shall do according to that which is in my heart and in mine mind. And I will build him a sure house, that he shall walk before mine anointed forever. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is left in thine house shall come and crouch to him for a piece of silver and a morsel of bread, and shall say, Put me, I pray thee, into one of the priest's offices, that I may eat a piece of bread. Chapter 3. The Lord appears to Samuel in a vision, and reveals to him the destruction of Eli's house. And the child Samuel ministered unto the Lord before Eli, and the word of and the word of the Lord was precious in those days, and there was no open vision. And it came to pass at that time, when Eli was laid down in his place, and his eyes began to wax dim, that he could not see. And ere the lamp of God went out in the temple of the Lord, where the ark of God was, and Samuel was laid down to sleep, that the Lord called Samuel, and he answered, Here am I. And he ran unto Eli and said, Here am I, for thou callest me. And he said, I called not. Lie down again. And he went and he lay down. And the Lord called yet again, Samuel. And Samuel rose and went to Eli and said, Here am I. And thou didst call me. And he answered, I called not, my son. Lie down again. And Samuel did not yet know the Lord, neither was the word of the Lord yet revealed unto him. And the Lord called Samuel again a third time, and he arose and went to Eli and said, Here am I, for thou didst call me. And Eli perceived that the Lord had called the child. Therefore Eli said unto Samuel, Go lie down, and it shall be, if he call thee, that you shall say, Speak, Lord, for thy servant heareth. So Samuel went and lay down in his place. And the Lord came and stood and called at the other time, Samuel, Samuel. Then Samuel answered, Speak, for thy servant heareth. And the Lord said to Samuel, Behold, I will do a thing in Israel, in which both the ears of every one that heareth it shall tingle. In that day I will perform against Eli all things which I have spoken concerning his house. When I begin, I will also make an end. For I have told him that I will judge his house forever for the iniquity which he knoweth, because his sons made themselves vile, and he restrained them not. Therefore I have sworn unto the house of Eli that the iniquity of Eli's house shall not be purged with sacrifice nor offering forever. And Samuel lay until the morning, and opened the doors of the house of the Lord. And Samuel feared to show Eli the vision. Then Eli called Samuel and said, Samuel, my son. And he answered, Here am I. And he said, What is the thing that the Lord hath said unto thee? I pray thee, hide it not from me. God do so to thee, and more also, if thou hide away anything from me of all the things that he said unto thee. And Samuel told him every whit, and hid nothing from him. And he said, It is the Lord, let him do what he seemeth him good. And Samuel grew, and the Lord was with him, and did let none of his words fall to the ground. And all Israel, from Dan even to Beersheba, knew that Samuel was established to be a prophet of the Lord. And the Lord appeared again in Shiloh, for the Lord revealed himself to Samuel in Shiloh by the word of the Lord. Okay. And that ends chapter 3, so I better stop here. All right, I wish you all Merry Christmas for those who are celebrating it. I still think it's just a conception of the Lord and not actually his birthday. But be kind to one another and loving, and give as the Lord commands us to do. Take care of each other and love each other. Okay, bye-bye.